Why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play? I didn't even want to talk about this. But the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
This entire Shannon Sharpe situation has taken an unexpected turn. That $50 million lawsuit, it's escalating fast. And now, Katt Williams has entered the conversation, claiming he warned Shannon this would happen. But Shannon wasn't trying to hear it. When Katt showed up at Club Shay Shay last year, he didn't hold back. He told Shannon straight up living recklessly in Hollywood, especially without discipline in your personal life, could end up blowing up in your face.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get on there.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. Something you wasn't supposed to be doing.
You will tell it.
Katt emphasized the importance of self-control, public image, and understanding the dynamics of fame, especially as a black man in the spotlight. Shannon laughed it off, treating the whole conversation like a joke. But fast forward to today, and things aren't looking good. Shannon's now facing a lawsuit from an OnlyFans model who alleges he did disturbing things to her when she was just 19 and he was 54. And here's where things really shock people. Shannon admitted to engaging in race play with her.
We didn't make it about race. Shannon Sharpe did when he started going to find 19-year-old girls and training them how to degrade him racially in the bedroom. When he continued a relationship with somebody that was talking about she wanted his black baby gravy and wanted him to put a big black baby in her. And that's just the text messages that he released. So I know it's some more nasty, weirdo stuff in there beyond that. That's what he felt safe to show us.
Now fans are looking at Shannon differently, saying he really fumbled. Many believe he may have jeopardized long-term wealth and legacy simply because he lacked discipline. Years of building a reputation and brand could now be at risk due to questionable late-night choices. But that's not all. It's getting even messier.
Katt Williams said he left career-ending knockout blows out of his Club Shay Shay interview.
If you think about everything he said that were going to happen, it came true. And the fact that he's saying, I held back a little bit, he probably has stuff on people and he just used jabs instead of throwing that haymaker.
There's a possibility that you might hear the haymakers very, very soon.
So now folks are connecting the dots and wondering if this lawsuit against Shannon is really just a coincidence, or is Shannon being silenced by the gatekeepers for platforming someone like Katt? But what did Katt say about Shannon's downfall? Did Katt really try to warn Shannon that the gatekeepers would use his own character flaws against him, but Shannon refused to listen? Let's break this down.
The liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer.
This lawsuit didn't appear out of nowhere. It surfaced right as Shannon was reportedly close to securing a $100 million media deal. And just a few months before that, there were talks about a second Club Shay Shay interview with Katt. Now, People are starting to piece things together, and it's raising serious questions. Is this lawsuit just another scandal? Or is there a bigger agenda at play? Some are wondering whether Shannon is being targeted by industry power players simply for giving Katt Williams a platform. Maybe this goes deeper than personal drama. Maybe it's about control.so. What exactly did Katt say about Shannon's situation? And did he really warn him that the industry might use his own slip-ups against him like a setup? This lawsuit has turned the whole narrative upside down, and it's starting to look like Katt Williams saw it coming. He told Shannon plainly, clean up your act. Be careful who you keep around. Stop giving industry gatekeepers ammunition. But Shannon dismissed it, acting like he was above it all. And now, everything Katt predicted is playing out word for word. But here's the twist. It wasn't the industry that exposed Shannon. He did it himself. He practically handed over the evidence. Just look at the text he released. His accuser openly talks about degrading him through race-based role play. We're talking about a 54-year-old man willingly engaging in that kind of dynamic with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. And fans aren't holding back. They're calling it what it is: perversion, a total lack of restraint, and precisely the kind of material that industry elites use as leverage when someone stops following the script. But just in case you missed anything, let's rewind. On Sunday, April 20th, the news broke that a woman identified as Jane Doe had filed a significant lawsuit against Shannon in Nevada. And this isn't just a minor complaint. She's accusing him of repeatedly handling her aggressively during a relationship that allegedly began after they met at a gym in Los Angeles sometime in 2023. Now, this is where things start to align. Jane Doe is being represented by Tony Busby, a well-known attorney based in Houston. He's already in the spotlight for filing several lawsuits on behalf of individuals who accused Diddy of misconduct. He's even taken legal action involving Jay-Z. So, this isn't just another isolated legal issue, it's connected to much broader controversies within the industry. According to the complaint, Jane claims the relationship began as consensual, but that didn't last. She alleges Shannon, who was 54 at the time, pursued her relentlessly when she was just 19 until she eventually gave in. But once things became casual, she says his behavior changed quickly. She accuses him of treating her disrespectfully as if she were nothing more than a disposable object. Jane Doe's accusations against Shannon have taken an even more disturbing turn, leaving many shocked. She alleges he choked her, issued threats against her life, and recorded their private encounters without her consent, then distributed those recordings. That's not just careless, it's deeply concerning. And the claims go further. According to her, Shannon said things so cruel and manipulative they left a lasting impact, like telling her he wanted to do things to her that would ensure no other man would ever desire her again. Extremely unsettling, to say the least. But it doesn't stop there. The lawsuit states that Shannon somehow accessed Jane Doe's apartment building without being invited, no key. No permission, just appeared as if he had full access. Then one night, things allegedly escalated. Jane says Shannon lost his temper during a confrontation, and during the chaos, she noticed a firearm nearby. Feeling unsafe, she attempted to share her location with her friends via her iPhone as a precaution, but Shannon reportedly caught her trying to do that. According to her, that's when things became truly frightening. She claims he grabbed her by the neck and threatened, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you." Those are the exact words she says he used. And now, fans are left stunned by what they're reading.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
After that point, Jane says she began distancing herself. The breaking point, according to her, was the viral Instagram Live in September where Shannon unintentionally streamed himself with another woman named Michelle. Still, Jane Doe claims Shannon continued to pursue her. She alleges that on October 6, 2024, things escalated severely. In her lawsuit, she accuses Shannon of forcing her to perform a S act while restraining her despite her crying. And it didn't stop there. She claims he assaulted her again afterward, and once more during a separate incident in January 2005. This goes beyond public controversy. These are serious allegations. The lawsuit presents a harsh portrayal of Shannon Sharpe, not as a respected sports icon, but as, quote, a flawed, narcissistic individual who used his fame, wealth, and influence to manipulate, control, and dominate women. Jane Doe says, this case is about breaking that cycle and is requesting a jury trial along with $50 million in damages, but then things got even more complicated. As soon as the lawsuit became public, Shannon responded loudly and not with silence or subtlety. His attorney, Lanny Davis, issued a statement on social media. In that statement, Shannon disclosed Jane Doe's identity, naming her as Gabriella. Zinga, a well-known online figure. Gabriella is active on platforms like OnlyFans and Instagram, where she uses the name Carly. Then Shannon went a step further. He didn't just deny the accusations, he countered with his own narrative. He insisted the relationship was entirely consensual and even shared explicit text messages he claims came directly from Zinga. But instead of clearing things up, those messages triggered further backlash. People were already critical of Shannon for being involved with a 19-year-old at his age. And once the race play content in those texts came to light, public criticism intensified. One message allegedly from Zinga read, "I want you to put a big black baby in me, and you better crave it cause you're going to be stuck with it for life." Shannon apparently believed releasing that message would support his side, but instead, it sparked disgust and more criticism online, regardless of who initiated the content. Meanwhile, his lawyer Lanny Davis wasn't holding back. He described Zinga's lawsuit as a clear, calculated attempt to extort Mr. Sharpe for money, calling it a pack of lies, misrepresentations, and exaggerations. Davis also suggested that Zinga's attorney, Tony Busby, might release a video of Shannon and Zinga together claiming they'll try to spin a consensual interaction into something sinister, trying to get ahead of what's coming. Shannon is firmly stating that everything that occurred between them was consensual, part of an adult role-playing dynamic that included fantasy scenarios, language play, and mutual agreement. His legal team maintains that Shannon denies all accusations of coercion or wrongdoing, especially the claims of assault, which Davis described as a gross fabrication. Regarding the audio clip that Jane Doe released, Shannon's team argues it was edited and manipulated to cast him in a negative light. They claim the clip is part of a deliberate effort to damage his reputation. Shannon didn't stay silent either. He posted a video online himself, labeling the lawsuit as an outright attempt to extort him. In that video, he also accused attorney Tony Busby of specifically targeting high-profile black men. He cited Busby's previous case against Jay-Z, which ultimately fell apart, and called the current situation just another media spectacle designed to distort the truth.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Shannon didn't stop there. He announced plans to sue both Gabriella Zinga and attorney Tony Busby for defamation. But then, the situation took a surprising turn. Despite all the public denials, Shannon's own lawyer acknowledged that earlier this year, Shannon offered Zinga $10 million to quietly settle the matter. That revelation has raised eyebrows. If Shannon was confident the claims were false, why propose such a large payout instead of immediately pursuing legal action for defamation? That's the question circulating online, and Tony Busby wasted no time responding. He posted a statement on Instagram suggesting that the $10 million offer showed Shannon was afraid that Jane Doe had compelling evidence. Busby wrote, "On one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his attorneys say this lawsuit is completely without merit, but now they've admitted that he offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing not to file. That's a fact. She was offered the settlement and chose to move forward instead. She chose to stand up." He also accused Shannon's team of trying to reveal Jane Doe's identity and discredit both her and Busby in the process. According to him, this behavior was predictable, and he made it clear that they're not backing down. But just as the case heated up, another development made headlines. Reports began circulating that comedian Katt Williams had warned Shannon multiple times about his erratic lifestyle and lack of discipline. And now, those warnings seem eerily accurate. Katt allegedly told Shannon that his downfall wouldn't come from outsiders, it would come from his own actions. He warned that industry insiders could weaponize Shannon's missteps if he ever stopped towing the line. It's important to remember that Shannon's name has been linked to controversy for quite some time. There have been rumors about his private life, including speculation about his sexuality and claims that he leaked his own explicit video to silence rumors. But ever since he offered his platform to outspoken figures like Katt Williams and Monique, who have both criticized Hollywood power brokers, it feels like Shannon may have offended the wrong people. Reports say Katt urged him repeatedly to get his life in order, warning that without change, the consequences would be severe. But Shannon didn't heed that advice. Now, with everything coming to light from his relationship with the 19-year-old OnlyFans model to the racially charged messages, it didn't take much for industry forces to use his actions against him. And they didn't need to dig very deep. Shannon provided them with enough material himself. That's why public support for him is limited. Many believe Shannon is facing the consequences of his own decisions. People are pointing to Katt's warnings and saying Shannon should have avoided the wild Hollywood scene and definitely stayed away from situations that could easily spiral, like dating young influencers. Meanwhile, Katt has kept a low profile, staying away from the spotlight, skipping celebrity events, and keeping his personal life private. He's avoided controversy by staying focused and cautious, but Shannon, on the other hand, was living light. He was decades younger, partying and making reckless choices. Now, it seems that lifestyle is catching up to him, and fans aren't making excuses. Even if some believe there's an effort within the industry to take him down, they argue Shannon still made it far too easy. No one forced him to get involved. With a teenager at 54, no one pushed him to participate in race play, knowing how problematic and offensive that could be. If there's a setup at play, Shannon played into it with his own decisions. One fan summed it up bluntly: "The more I hear about Shannon Sharpe, the more I question him. A grown man messing with a 19-year-old and engaging in race play. I can't stand behind that." Award-winning journalist Ernest Owens also weighed in, posting a 54-year-old black man engaging in race play with a 19-year-old white woman. "I'm not supporting Shannon Sharpe. It might be legal, but it's disturbing," another critic added. A harsher comment that's now circulating widely online: "Shannon Sharpe keeps proving Katt Williams right. You're loyal to people who don't deserve it." That line hit hard and quickly started gaining traction. So now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Shannon Sharpe is facing backlash because he gave a platform to people like Katt Williams and Monique? Or is this the result of his own bad choices, lack of control, and reckless behavior? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who needs to hear the truth, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. This story isn't over yet. See you in the next one.